this is a message to a YouTuber that I encourage you. Well, I have seen videos and you have not talking about the dangers of ISIS. And what I'm saying that, look, I'm in my room. I don't know what time it is in Fukuoka, Japan. But this is a message to Random Yoko. I'll tell you, advise your leader not to go to Korea. Why? Since I saw a video of Herd Gourdel, a Frenchman that is caught by ISIS in Algeria, then I might say I would never trust the Koreans in fighting against ISIS because they might just backstab. Russia is doing their own thing. I don't know why. But I would say the backstab is like, you know, people say, oh yeah, I'm cool, I'm your friend. They say, oh yeah. And guess what? They go and kick your ass at the end. I think that's how the Korean government works, even both North and South Korea. They have nuclear missiles in North Korea. So what it is if they might say out of work of something, you know, ISIS have captured a Japanese man, Jikawa, Haruna Jikawa. The day that beheads Haruna Jikawa, we're in deep trouble. But there is an incident that ISIS is somewhere in Korea, somewhere in South Korea, somewhere hidden. So this is more like not to get your leader in danger. About Abe, well, what would happen with this kind of thing is that the Kim Boon, the UN leader, the secretary of the UN, might will probably give up quits and place the leader of the UN secretary to a German guy. You get it? A German. Why? Because once they notice about, you know, oh, the Japanese are bad, they're gonna get paid for, and look what we're gonna do. He'll leave the UN, give it to the German guy. That would is backstab. You know, they just go and, you know, give you the finger, you know, it says, oh yeah, look at this. In other words, another way to Korea say to screw you to the US and definitely join together with ISIS. And what would be is the determination, like a trick that oh, US base leaves Korea, we don't need you anymore. That's it. And what else they have done? Boom. When they don't need somebody, says, yeah, goodbye, go home, pack your bags. Something like that. Plus, what it ends up to be, it would say pure tragedy. Pure thing of having your leader. It's like saying, yeah, what if the president of the United States is captured by ISIS? Yeah, that's not to worry about, because that's just the ISIS is just waiting. The ISIS in Korea is just waiting for Abe to do the same thing. Why? Because it's a matter of fact they want to do this. As the secretary will be replaced, a Korean guy will be replaced by a German guy. Korea backstabs fighting against ISIS, but they fighting for ISIS. So North and South Korea joined together. There's an American military guy captured in North Korea, do that, shows the beheading. For the first thing, before this guy have go to the same fate as James Foley and Steve Joel Zotloff and David Capworth Hines and Herb Grudel getting beheaded. Well, once Abe goes to Korea, that means the unification of Korea, that North and South Korea could be united into one and fight against the United States, and to fight against anybody that fight against ISIS, would be the celebration of the unification of Korea, that Shinzo Abe will have the same fate as James Foley and Steve Zotloff and David Hines and Gordel, the French guy lately beheaded in Algeria. Abe will find to be the victim of ISIS in Korea when Korea unites, and we're gonna start World War III and the beginning of a nuclear holocaust. Please advise to your world leader in your country to don't go to Korea. Korea is tricking us. They're like backstabbing us, and that way they would rage jihad on Japan with the fate of Shinzo Abe, with Shinzo Abe having the same fate of the two American journalists, James Foley and Steven Zotloff, because ISIS is in secret over there in Korea. So that way, that fate of Abe will means the unification of Korea will be successful. And that way, we're gonna have a nuclear holocaust in this world, because this is the greatest danger in this world, and we'll start World War III. Yoko Mara from Random Yoko. I love your videos. I love you, but I'm worried because I care. Same thing, I care for my own people suffering in there. I also care for your own, for the sake of your own kind, to be endangered, and there's gonna be something even far worse. That means replacing the Yasukuni shrine for a mosque, and the beginning of ethnic cleansing in Japan. Japan's gonna suffer the same fate as Bosnia have gone before. That Middle Easterns will control your country. But this has to stop. Arigato. Gambare Japan. Gambare Nihon. I will see someday that peace could come to this world when people get together and not to join in this acts of evil. Goodbye.